That's the last time that we spoke on the phone. I know that you're gone, but I hope that you know you taught me some shit that I'll never let go. You're a part of...
A lot of guys, they ask the question, how many girls have you slept with, and like they want to know your lay count, etc. And you know, you can keep track of it because, you know, after a while it can become a bit egotistical, I think. But yeah, I mean, have you counted your lay count or not?
I think it's dumb to do that because it becomes like this like thing that you're just doing to stack up numbers.
Validation.
Really, I think that, yeah, it's partly down to like validation. It's like, oh, I've reached this milestone of X number of lays or whatever it is. It's like, well, are you actually enjoying your life? It doesn't sound like it, you know. If you're treating it like some kind of competition with your mate, or if you're just, you know, or if you're doing it even just for yourself, it's just like, what are you doing? Even if it's just for narcissistic purposes, I think it's doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, I think, you know, just you shouldn't be like quantifying it so much. You should just be like enjoying it for what it is, I think.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Yeah, just enjoy it for what it is. And don't be so results focused, that's another thing.
You need to be process focused.
Exactly, enjoy the journey of all the highs and lows and the failures and the good stuff, whatever. Like, you should just enjoy it all and not be so like results focused, like, oh yeah, I must kiss this girl, or I must get her back to my place, otherwise it's a failure.
Yeah, that's really the wrong mindset.
That's like the kind of the wrong mindset.
That mindset's going to fuck you up.
Yeah, it's going to fuck you up in the long term.
Because a lot of guys are coming from validation or ego, and they're trying to like prove their mates that I can get laid.
Yeah.
And they're like, they want to get validation from other guys. It's not about women.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why me personally, like now, like, okay, when it comes to getting the girl back to my place, I don't do that much of the like the plausible deniability stuff.
All that
like
stuff.
About like the stuff like, oh, let's go back to my place because I've got a really nice view, or some excuse for getting her back to yours. I do admit that it can be useful for sure in a lot of cases, but for me it's like, you know, in a lot of dates that I do recently now, I just say, look, let's go back to my place. I don't even give a reason. I mean, she'll know what the reason is, but, you know, the way I see it is that if she wants to bang me, she will, and if she doesn't, she won't. I don't want to like push an agenda, and I just want to be honest.
I mean, this stuff can be a bit
that's what's like congruent with my own personality. You know, that's what resonates with me on a personal level. Just being honest and direct with people in general, not bullshitting, not beating around the bush, just being direct and honest. So I carry that over into the dating stuff as well.
A lot of guys get into this for the wrong reasons, but they're trying to get validation from other guys and from women. So they're like, a lot of guys are chasing external validation, and that could be because they got like underlying daddy issues or like problems with their parents, so they didn't get love. So they're like, they're trying to get validation through women or something.
Or like your friends.
Sometimes it's not even that. It's just the fact that they haven't had much success with women in the past, and now that they've got this like newfound power where they can actually get with women in relative abundance, it then creates this kind of like dynamic within them where it's like, I must shoot for XYZ, and they quantify it. It's like, I must do this is my target, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to do to prove it to this person. And again, it's like doing it for the wrong reasons, because you're trying to impress other people rather than doing it for your own benefit or your own sort of like your own development rather than
because you don't hear the natural, like the naturals, they don't go over like, oh, my body count is this much. Like
I never mention that. I never talk about that. I don't give a fuck.
Because the naturals, they just get laid and they're good at it, and they don't even, they're just like, they don't mention that, like this kind of stuff, you know.
Obviously I understand why validation. I understand students want to know that you actually get results. That's fair enough though. But
that's fair enough.
I guess you need proof, right?
Well, yeah, but then again, it's like, you know, there's only so much proof you can actually show anyway, because
of the
you know, like you can show like, even like showing date footage is a bit like, you know, tricky, because you know, putting that stuff online is a little bit controversial perhaps. You could make the argument that you show some like date footage, but like maybe that will do more harm. It probably would do more good than harm. But then again, there's the YouTube's all, you know, privacy stuff and all this kind of stuff. But you know, you have to be a little bit like conscientious about that kind of stuff. But
you got to be careful of that privacy rule.
Cheers for watching. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me, where we'll go out in public and work on your approach to girls, or more generally with your social confidence, please visit my website ed-game.com.
That's the last time that we spoke on the phone. I know that you're gone, but I hope that you know you taught me some shit that I'll never let go. You're a part of me now, and I hope that it shows every time that I happen to see my